Let's start it off with Street Trash from 1987, aka The Trash of Streets, Drain Body, Horror in Bowery Street, Street Boy, or Violence in Manhattan. Summary for this film: a liquor store owner sells alcoholic beverages to homeless people, unaware of what the bottles actually contain. Toxic brew. Directed by James M. Muro, who actually has some pretty solid cinematography credits. I can't remember what they were at the time, but it's written by Roy Frumkes, who also wrote the film The Substitute, if you remember that one. Go ahead. What do you have?
I don't know if this is recording or not.
Is the red light on?
There's a red light, yep.
Is the one down here?
Nope.
Oh, hit the record button. Huh. You probably haven't said nothing yet, really, have you?
I may have stopped it.
No, it's going now. It's going now. We're recording, guys. This is a podcast, professional. But now it's your time to talk anyways. So,
I think I shut it off to begin with. I pressed the record button once before I told you. I didn't think it was recording, so
real pro. We're pros.
Tagline: Things in New York are about to go down the toilet. Distributed by Lightning Pictures. Released on Blu-ray through Synapse in 2013.
Yeah, and I think that I'm gonna probably buy that. I think
you got to upgrade.
I don't own this.
Oh.
No, I would like to own it. This belongs on my.
That kind of shocks me.
Cast highlight: Pat Ryan plays the slimy junkyard owner Frank Schneiser in this film, but you may remember him from The Toxic Avenger. He was the corrupt mayor in The Toxic Avenger. He was also in the movie Eat and Run. Do you remember that?
No.
It's about this big fat guy that's a cannibal.
Is it Trauma?
He's an alien. No.
Right.
He's got. Have you ever seen the bald guy? He's a big fat bald guy with sharp teeth. I don't know. Eat and Run. Check it out. He's that guy.
Okay.
I love the shitty world that they've created for this movie. It isn't Tromaville, but it might as well be. The only thing it's missing is huge barrels of chemical toxic warfare waste all over the place. The Asian secretary in this film, I kept thinking, that woman looks like Fred Armisen. I'm going to put a picture up. You guys tell me in the comments section if I'm correct. When people melt in this movie, I love it. It's such a creative effects design. The colors pop. I
was trying to think if this was better than
Body Melt,
but I couldn't even remember what it looks like. I couldn't even pull it up.
That's a hard one for me, man. I think I like them both about the same. I liked Body Melt. Did you? You didn't like Body Melt, did you?
Not very well.
I don't know. That's something to look back on.
I would give it. I would rewatch that one.
Yeah.
I know there was parts about it I liked.
Yeah. I think that would make a good double feature. Melting people, throw society in there, get a real messed up night going. This movie is this movie seemed a lot like Ralph Bakshi wrote it. It's a similar feel, like Bakshi in his cartoons always has like bums, just fucking. There's a lot of shitty people. Everybody's shitty in this movie. It's just terrible people, every character. The movie is really bad, but it's done in a cool style. That's what I like about it a lot. I give it a lot of points for how cool it is, and the scumminess of the streets. It's just, there's something about it I like. There's a lot of problematic rapey content, but what 80s movie didn't have a little bit of that? You can't expect a movie called Street Trash to be politically correct, really. The movie's too long, no matter how you feel about it. If you like this movie, you still have to say it's too long. They could cut the entire there's a severed penis sequence. They could remove that entirely from the movie, and also the grocery store scene. Yeah,
it did go on for a while, too.
For a really long time. And there's a grocery store scene that this guy's just sticking chicken down his pants and stuff. That took a long time too. They could have cut that out and really trimmed this baby up. It cost them $500 to do that, just the grocery store scene. They could have saved money. There's some sort of hitman character also at one point. that I don't know if the budget wouldn't allow him to look like a intimidating hitman, but he's wearing like they dress him up like he owns a magic shop or something. He's got like this suit on that's just fucking crazy. I could watch this. There's a cop. I could watch him in anything. He can solve anything with a fist fight. He's that kind of guy. He plays by his own rules. He's like a shitty Richard Dean.
Does he wear a light blue blazer? Or
yeah, tucked into his jeans.
A cop.
Yeah,
he has a badge, right?
Yeah. He's like a shitty Richard Dean Anderson, like a MacGyver. He looked like MacGyver.
They didn't even have the budget to give him a uniform.
No. He gets stabbed in the back at one point. Takes it like a fucking champ, right in the spine. Then he overhead body slams a woman like the hero that he really is. Of course, then he gets killed by the maniac. This maniac called Bronson, who is just this... I don't know what his mission was. I don't know what he was up to. He was like the leader of the bums. The funniest thing I read in the trivia was that the actor that played him, Vic Noto...
Don't ask me. This is your movie.
The funniest thing I read was that this Vic Noto guy that plays Bronson was cast the day before they got principal photography, like less than 12 hours, and he didn't know... This is a quote from him. "I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Nor did I ever understand who Bronson was. I did scene by scene not knowing what the movie was about. I didn't read the script until 3 months after I was wrapped. I still don't know who Bronson was." So that's the kind of character we're dealing with here. That being said, an enjoyable, insane person. I liked that character as like the antagonist. He was pointlessly the antagonist. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. I enjoy so many things about it, and there's only a few negatives for me. Cut about 20 minutes off of it, and he got an 8. But that's my opinion on it.
It is a little slow. It's a little boring. Like, there's a lot of just nothing that goes on for a long period of time. Lots of rape and sex scenes. The one that stood out to me when they take her inside that pile of tires, and these, what are they? Just homeless people. Yeah, just bums. Crazy bums.
The fucked up thing I read about
start pulling tires away, reach in and grab her and pull her like...
That actress had previously had some sort of mugging situation.
In real life?
In real life, prior to the movie, and it brought back like PTSD.
Probably. That was a good scene. I liked that one.
It was crazy.
It also gets points for a full body explosion.
Oh yeah.
That was a good scene. I appreciate the practical effects in this. I just wish it would... Like, I understand they got blue paint and stuff. Yeah. Instead of blood, when you make when you drink the Viper or whatever it's called. And then the other people that just get killed, that's where you get a little bit of the blood and gore. But I wish they would have just done blood and gore throughout. Right.
You can add some black to it.
It is different, and it also kind of fits the stupid tone of this movie. Right. So I guess I get it. The body melting looks good. I enjoyed it. That's what made me want to actually go back and watch Body Melt and see how it compared to that movie. Because that seems to get a lot more
praise. Yeah.
Yeah, you just hear people talking about that one. There's some good kills in this movie. I liked it better than I thought, but it's still a little outside of what I want in a horror movie. Yeah, I gave it a 4.
That's respectable.
It was all right. Like,